Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the videos. It's wonderful to have you guys here again as always. Today in this video I want to try and get rockers and push rods installed. I've literally maybe like 5 minutes ago just had my push rods showed up and I was not expecting this. Guys over at Precision have hooked me up and thrown me a couple of stubby coolers and pen, pretty cool, and a bag with my parts, so that's pretty sick. Thank you very much guys, I really appreciate it. Not I think you guys are watching anyway, but if you guys, this is where I get a lot of my like LS type stuff, in this case my push rods. They got a, oh, two pens, sick. They got a website where you can go and order all your bits from. Pretty convenient for me, they're not very far away, so shipping usually shows up pretty quick. Yeah, there they are, 12 push rods. Thank you very much Precision, that's awesome. They deal with a lot of LS V8 sort of performance parts. The website is a little tricky to navigate, but if you're patient and you work through it, you can usually find it pretty easily, and they usually have it in stock, which is why I use them. Because especially stuff like this, these push rods, I called maybe one place and they didn't have any stock, so I was like, stuff it, I'll just go through Precision, who I usually do. Anyway, so we'll get these ones out. Plop these ones in. And then I'll get these two rockers bolted down. This is the one that I've been testing just because this is already on the base circle of the cam. I'll get a pair of rockers bolted down quickly, test and check and set adjustment, and then if I'm happy with that and the way that they look, we'll go ahead and get the rest of them done. Okay, so far so good. Sweet, that one will be good. Hell yeah. Sweet, I'm pretty happy with that. That's pretty much perfect. I actually did my measurements right for once. This one is slightly down below the top of the nut, which isn't ideal, but considering these push rod buckets, I guess I'll call them, thread into the lifter body itself, and the nut is literally to just stop them from de-adjusting and adjusting themselves up. I think it'll be fine. I do have this washer here that I can omit from this side if I want to get a little bit more engagement, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. If it does, I can pop the covers and take these washers out and get just that extra thread of engagement. This one here is pretty much perfect. I'm really happy with that. but seeing as the two valve heights are a bit different, and on a shaft mounted rocket I can't get them individualized perfectly, but that is the next closest thing, and I'm happy with that. That has worked out really well. So I ended up needing 250 thou longer push rods than what I had originally. So they look pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. That's even with the 30-ish thou preload that the lifters take. And I haven't really spoken about these. I just sort of slapped them in there, but these are the Johnson LS 1 style lifters. They were purchased. These are a short travel style tie bar lifter. Meaning that they don't take much preload. And they got a pretty good size axle wheel and axle oiling, etc, etc. They're bloody expensive. They should do pretty well. Nice new rockers on there. So now that those push rods are the right length, I'll quickly back all this off, take them off. I'll lube up the bucket, the tip of the push rod, and then I'll go ahead and get all 12 fitted, bolted, and I'll probably torque these down because they do have a torque setting. So I'll go ahead and get on with that. Alright, there we go. that's them all installed. All the lifter preload is set on all of the lifters, so I shouldn't have to do anything else now other than fit up some rocker covers. I'll fit the intake manifold back on it, then we can go and get it back in the car, and then next video I'll start on the crossover pipe for the turbo manifolds. I'm redoing the crossover pipe on it if you weren't aware already, and yeah, then we'll get ready to kick her in the guts and give her a start. We'll do a few heat cycles in it while I continue to wait for the transmission. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that's come out, and they're all pretty nice. All the geometry is good, well, as best as I can get it with this mishmash hodgepodge bits of bloody parts. I do need to get some new rocker covers. The factory rocker covers don't clear these rockers, so I'm on the hunt to try and get some new rocker covers, or hopefully someone can make something up. But that's a problem for future me for the time being. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna end it off here in this video, guys. Huge shout out to Precision for sending me those stubby coolers and stuff. I wasn't expecting that. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me in this video, guys. I hope you guys are getting excited to hear this thing run again. I know I surely am. I miss being able to just start it up and drive it out and take it for a drive. Not that I got to do that very often anyway. But yeah, anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. I want to thank you all for watching. Please leave your likes and comments down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget, unleash the boost CO to the world, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.